think, Cashe, that it's important for us to teach people how to treat us.
Yeah.
Because relationships are always going to be new, and they're used to doing things the way they've done them.
Right.
Right? And you're used to receiving things and doing things the way you've done them. So that's why love language are so important, because you learn to love that person in the way that they receive the love. So that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but like when
It's them being coachable.
Right, that too.
That part.
You ever opened up your journal and you thought for a moment, dear future self, dear future life, or for me, dear future husband? Join me on this journey as I explore love, romance, and happiness, and have intriguing conversations with individuals as we explore their secret lives in romance and in love. I'm Belinda Sanders, and this is my podcast, Dear Future Husband. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to my new studio, y'all. You like my new setup? Season 3 of Dear Future Husband podcast. I'm super excited because today I not only have my personal stylist who is responsible for almost everything that I drape on these here wings, but she's also responsible for being a viral sensation on Instagram, y'all. Saying everything that a lot of y'all be thinking. I'm not claiming it because I'm a whole fiance now. Yes. We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to introduce to you guys the first guest of season 3, Cashe Royale.
Hey, thank you for having me. Finally.
Right. So, girl, I am so glad you're here. And I just really literally want to, before we jump into it though, seriously, tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what it is that you do.
So, if you don't know me already, I am a celebrity wardrobe stylist. Stylist to everybody, not only the stars. And I have a weirded out personal page called Cashet After Dark.
Yes.
That seems to keep going viral. Also, I'm a realtor.
So yes.
I also do that.
Getting that real estate money.
And that's pretty much everything I got going on right now.
All right. Well, good stuff, girl. And I heard you was just in Miami, and I'm sure you were doing some like shopping and tearing up the streets. But I wanted to ask you, because this particular segment is about dating after divorce. So we had to bring you in to bring your perspective. But before we really dive deep into this conversation, I want everyone who's watching this to please like, share, subscribe, and follow both me and Cashe Royale on our personal pages, okay? So, girlfriend, tell me, there has to be just a uniqueness in the brands of mind that creates these viral sensations over and over again. Like, what are you thinking? Like,
honestly,
what inspires these conversations? Like,
life inspires it.
Yes. Okay.
Life inspires it. Relationships inspires it. And most of the time, it's just stuff I say, to things that women really want to say, but scared to say.
Right.
Because I'm reading the comments. Ladies are DMing me posts that they're scared to post, but they know I'm going to post it, so they're DMing me this
guilty
stuff.
of that.
Right. So it's just everyday life. Everyday life, things that we want to say, afraid to say, or scared we're going to be judged by saying it.
Yeah.
I just say it.
Now you were married to the love of your life. So at least I think the love of your life.
Uh-huh.
Now, did that experience at all, because I know you guys are divorced now, right? Mm-hmm. So did that experience have anything to do with your perspectives now, or was it something else?
Me and my ex-husband, we were really, really great friends after the divorce.
Oh, okay.
So now that he's remarried and moved on, we don't speak at all. So some of my perspectives come from different types of relationships.
Okay.
Including maybe some things that I dealt with him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know you also dated what became a viral sensation. I saw him on YouTube, Facebook. Every type of Google girlfriend. This man had 34 children. And if I'm not mistaken, that was your man. Like,
he was my man.
Okay.
And it's crazy because, when people start to realize it and, they just looking at me like, Like, it doesn't make sense. But I'm not gonna bash him, but he had to go. He had to go.
I noticed too on Ayanla, because he was on Ayanla Fix My Life.
Jesus.
Okay, so can we go there? Can we talk about that? Because he was on Ayanla Fix My Life. Now, was he able to get his life fixed after that experience, or?
He dealing with a lot. He's dealing with a lot. I mean, think about it. Dealing with that many women, that many different children, that many spirits, that many different mind frames. You gonna go through a lot.
Right.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
And deep down inside of that, he's a great man.
Yeah.
But them demons are hard.
Yeah.
Ooh, they hard to deal with.
Yeah.
They hard.
And that's a serious thing. Like, that is a serious thing. So, that's why my heart goes out to all our brothers out there struggling. It's a real life thing out here in these, especially in these Atlanta streets.
Ooh.
So what's dating after divorce been like for you here in Atlanta? Because you share a lot, but I don't know if you just do that for entertainment or if that's just your real experience.
Some, like 85% of it
is what? For entertainment or for your experience?
It's for my experience.
Stop it.
85% of it is from my experience. So, but let me get something straight though.
Okay.
I'm an equal opportunity basher.
Okay.
Okay? Because the men be at me. Listen, I get at the women too.
Okay.
Because the men are not all wrong.
Okay.
Let me clarify that, because oh my God, my followers are gonna eat me alive after this. Everybody gonna eat me alive, but I'm ready. Bring it. I'm ready.
So what are some of the things you have to say to the women?
Sometimes you have women who are like, oh my God, that list crap.
Okay.
That list crap just took me out.
Okay.
And especially the woman with the Cheesecake Factory. Girl,
wait, tell me about that.
Take me to Cheesecake Factory. She was mad.
Oh, right, because the guy took her to Cheesecake Factory.
Take me. I'm going to eat up that chocolate bread.
Yeah, I mean, they got the best carrot cake. Like, what's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?
I have no idea. So,
I'm the first date, get a smoothie type of girl, so just in case date don't go too well, I can quickly leave and exit stage left.
Right.
Like, I don't take me to no 5-star restaurant until you've earned that, to have that experience with me.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm like,
God,
not everybody want to be
things.
like catered to by the wrong man.
Right.
I do not want to have that intimate moment to where I'm gazing in your eyes and possibly have the potential of falling in love with you and you the wrong man for me. No, let me date you over some smoothies first.
Oh my God, speak.
Yeah, so Cheesecake Factory,
Because I've left the dude. I've Ubered myself home from being with a dude at a 5-star restaurant.
Now,
remember, we had that conversation.
We out here dating wrong.
Right,
yeah.
right. So I'm an equal opportunity basher. Some of you women are getting it wrong, baby.
Yes,
You're getting
I totally
it wrong.
agree with that.
You're getting it wrong because some of these dudes don't even deserve your presence.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And the signs are always there.
Right.
And people think, oh, he wasn't like that before, or she wasn't like that before. Yes, she was.
Yeah.
You ignored it.
Exactly.
You ignored them because you was lusting on the physical and the outer. You ignored those signs and they be right there. And we've all played victim and fool to that.
Yeah.
Because I have several times.
Of course.
I fell for potential, or I fell for, he gon' know.
Girl,
he
I'm very
change.
potential.
So,
honey, I married. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm getting ready to get my third marriage.
Yes, ma'am.
And this time it's gonna be forever. So I'm saying that because that's a big thing. People marry for potential. I married for potential.
Right.
Then I married for love. Right now I'm married now because it makes sense and I know I can fall in love. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
So I'm just being honest.
Wow.
Like this, like when you understand what life looks like. Right? And you understand what it takes to just like be a great partner in love and in life. Like, I'm like, sis, this man is a partner. This man is in love with me. Like, I love him.
Right.
Like, listen, this makes sense. It makes sense.
Right.
And, we have to date intelligently these days. We can't just be dating because a dude is cute. I just happen to have a man that's fine.
I know that's
and
right.
that's all that check all the boxes. But You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Like, listen.
And you know
but
what?
I no longer date potential. I was saying that to say that. I don't.
I'm not doing that either. Cause out of that situation, that last situation, that would have been very public if I would have agreed to do some of the shows they were asking us to do, or if I would have agreed to just even step out and be full-fledged public with it.
Yeah.
Like, it was the same thing. Like, when I first met him, everything was gravy. I was dating or, going out with other dudes or whatever, but he stepped in like a man. Regardless of what the world feels about him, he came at me as a man.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
And it made us turn into something else.
Oh, wow.
But deep in my back thought was like, girl, you ain't got one kid. This man got
34.
XYZ. Multiples. Like, really? Is this really? And then, when I discussed this with certain people, they were like, girl, you should have took off running from the jump. But at the same time, because if y'all know me, y'all know I mess around and I talk and I say all kind of crazy stuff, but y'all know I'm really about that God life.
Yeah.
So all I could hear God was saying grace and mercy, grace and mercy. Because everybody has a past, or everybody has lived something that they shouldn't have, or they wish they could do it over again.
Right.
And like I say, and I didn't have to hear it. I respected him a lot because I didn't have to hear it from the streets, or I didn't have to hear it. He the one brought it to me like, well, if we're going to deal with each other, I just want you to see something, and it's going to determine if you're going to deal with me or not. And he showed me the real, and I was just like, well, wow. Like, what am I to do now? Because I like you. We're friends. We're friends, and we did it the right way. It wasn't no quick thing or nothing. And, girl, he said I was the first woman out of all the women he been with that he did it the right way, where he took me to his mother first and introduced me. Like, all the rest of them popped up when they had it.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry, but I'm telling it like
It's posture.
And, it was cool. Like, my family liked him. Like, my dad, God rest my dad, so had an amazing relationship with him.
Yeah.
And honestly, before my dad passed, I really think my dad handed me to him. Like, here's my daughter.
Oh,
like, here's my jewel. Here, take care of her, because I know I'm leaving. But, of course, y'all see him on these streets. It didn't work out that way. So I'm outside.
You outside.
I'm outside, and I ain't taking nothing for nothing. Put it that way.
I got you. So we all know, and you know too, right? It's going to take a very special man, a man that's completely confident. Like, that's what I needed. I need a man. I needed, and I have a man that's completely confident. That, you see what I'm saying? He has to be. And I know you're not the type of woman that's going to settle.
Right.
So what has it been like for you out here dating?
And these Atlanta streets especially? These Atlanta streets tough. I don't know if you know the ratio. I think the ratio is like 1 to 32.
Girl,
I believe that's it. I mean, don't quote me. I don't know. I may be wrong, but it's a big number.
Even if it's just 1 to 20, even if it's 1 to 10, that's still like substantial.
Too much. Yeah, there's too many options for men here in Atlanta, especially straight men. We ain't gonna talk about that, but it's a lot of options for them, and I've been in situations where, and then on top of that, the women are winning in Atlanta. Let me break that down, because the men are intimidated by the women who are winning. So I've been in situations where I've met dudes, and we'll get to talking, and next thing you know, I won't hear from them, and it's like, oh, you was too good to be true, or oh, you too much for me. Oh yeah, it has been crazy.
Wow.
And then I'll meet guys that I like, they like me, but then here comes some crazy. They either got a crazy baby mama, crazy ex-wife, or there's a girlfriend hidden somewhere. It's been nuts. And then you got
not a girlfriend hidden.
Right. Then I've never been in a place. Y'all know I'm originally from Miami. I'm a Florida girl all day long. I stress that. I've never been in a place where women are okay with sharing men.
Wait, here in Atlanta?
They are okay with it.
Girlfriend, listen.
They are okay with it. They are okay with taking care of men. And I'm sorry, sweetie, that's not the order.
Wow.
That's not the order.
I'm old fashioned.
Absolutely.
Like, I appreciate a man that understands, knows, and again, partnership. It's not just about what I have. It's about what you
Ooh.
have. Like, my man don't even let me pay for anything.
You see what I mean?
I mean, he
That's a
doesn't
man.
allow me to
That's
pay for
a
anything.
man.
And it was so funny. One of the guys DMs me when I finally posted about us. He said, "What, he got your ring from Jared?" I'm like, "Sir."
You see,
that's scared to show it.
That's crazy.
Just trying to minimize my beautiful experience with my man. Like,
Right.
no, you don't get to do that. I have a man's man.
Right,
okay?
right. And see, I think that's my biggest problem is that I want a man's man because I was raised by a man.
That's not a problem.
I was
at
raised
all,
by a
right.
man.
Yeah.
My father was a man, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
I watched my father take care of whomever he was with, and just like your man don't allow you to pay for, my father was the same way. So it's kind of hard, they keep saying, "Oh, you got to kiss a couple frogs to get to a toad." I don't want to kiss no more frogs. I don't want no toads around me. I want none of that. So I'm okay with just being patient.
Right, and that's all
okay
it is.
with
It's
it.
just being patient. That's all it is,
Right.
girl. Well, I'm excited because I do have one of my best friends
Yes.
here, and she's an author of one of my favorite affirmation books, and I cannot wait to bring her in, and you guys are gonna definitely buy. But I think you may have met her too a few times.
Right.
So she'll be in a few minutes. But I
Yes.
want to ask you, because I know there are some men that are going to be watching this. My audience, believe it or not, are 40% men.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess they really want to know what the show's about. But anyway, 40% men, and that's a pretty big number coming from the man population.
Right.
So I like to have my guests to look in the camera and to tell us what it is you want from your future husband. Because again, this show is about finding your future husband and getting behind what's behind the thoughts of women out here single. I love to talk to married people as well, because I want to know, how is your marriage surviving in this city? It's tough, or it just in this society where marriage is really not respected in that way. So I like to get behind that. So I want you to think about that for a minute, because we're definitely going to go ahead and bring Nikki on.
Yes.
Come on in, girl.
Come on, Nick.
Yes, Nikki. Hey, all the way
snatch.
from the beautiful city of
DC?
Maryland. Girl, why do I always get that confused?
I don't know.
Because it's right there,
It's
right next
called
to
the
you.
DMV.
Yeah.
So the DC Metro, DC, Maryland, Virginia.
Yes.
Hi,
I
honey.
heard they got some men's over there.
Oh, yeah, some really good-looking men. If you want to see good-looking people
Yeah.
who age well or are just age backwards, go to the DC Metro area. You will see both men and women where you're like, wait, how old are you?
Wait, I visited your high rise in DC, and it's absolutely beautiful. Like, we overlook the entire city, and also your community is just absolutely gorgeous. But I ain't
you.
seen no beautiful men that age well. I'm just being honest. I didn't see that when I was
Girl, you
there.
weren't there long enough.
Okay. So next time you got to point them out. Be like, Melinda, see?
And that's a very diverse community, so you'll see them all.
Oh,
from
it was a
Poland,
very
Italian,
diverse community
Middle
there,
East,
yeah.
black, white, everything. So
Okay.
that's you got your diversity in DC.
Okay.
You got your diversity
Diversity
in DC.
in DC. Okay.
Exactly.
So you're here representing the Northeast, right?
Okay. Yes.
And Cashe is going to be representing the Southeast.
Oh, God. No.
Yes. You
So
ready?
I want to know. I just asked Cashe this question. I want you to also answer it too.
Okay.
How do you answer the question when men say, "What do you bring to the table?"
How do I answer the question?
Yeah, how do you answer it?
Well, there are a lot of things that I bring to the table. One of the things that I say is that I am a nurturer.
Okay.
I provide peace because I find for quality men that peace is very, very important.
Oh, yeah.
Peace, ideas. I nurture your dreams. I nurture you. I am a freak in the sheets when you get that far, right? But I'm a very, very intelligent woman, so I wanna have great conversations. So that's something I hear a lot as well. We have great conversations. I'm cultured. I speak multiple languages, so we can travel all
You
over
may
the
need to
world
look in the
together.
camera as you're saying that. Because
Yo hablo más que uno idioma o lengua. See?
oh, I love
Okay.
it. So you bring diversity.
I bring diversity.
Yeah.
I'm not a woman that you can fit in the box.
Okay. Right. Well, I know that to be true for sure. For sure. I don't think any of us are going to be that. Not on this couch.
And another thing as well is I anoint my man. Okay, so you have a woman who will pray with you, pray you through some things, and will lay hands on you in your sleep. Not fighting, but anoint you and lay hands on you. Okay, anointing, all of that. So,
Yes, honey.
so good energy, good vibes all day.
I had to pray for my man this morning because, you know, I did. I got my little oil and I anointed him and I rubbed him down.
Yes.
And I just brought that energy to him that I know that he needed.
Yes.
So, Cashet After Dark.
So that's been a well-known topic on my page.
Yes. What do you bring to
God,
the table?
A friend of mine is so mad at me for the answer I gave him. But I've never been asked that question ever. In any relationship I've ever been in. Right. None of my men has ever asked me what I bring. They didn't care what I brought to the table. Right. Because they were already dating the table. Yes. So they just wanted a chair to scoot up to the table. So I've never been asked what I bring to the table. Let me tell you what I told my friend when he got sassy. So he said, well, women always want men to do this. Women always want men to do that. What do you possibly bring to the table? In the words of my girl JT, City Girls, pussy and an iPhone. That's it. Now figure it out. Go build another table because I already built one over here. I built a few tables. I built the fruit tables and I put chairs in the tables. So don't worry about my table. Go build a table. My table got pussy and iPhones. What's up?
See, the table I'm bringing for you, okay?
What's up?
But you know,
they gonna kill me. Who they gonna kill me?
But you got a point, right? Because basically, in a nutshell, you're saying, first of all, don't insult me.
Right.
With us I'm not selling myself to you.
Thank you. Clearly, this is not a game show.
Clearly, if you have to ask, you're not observant enough to be entertained in my space. So exit stage left. Absolutely. So I understand. I respect that. I think that you have a very interesting delivery that I find quite entertaining.
Definitely agree.
I won't quite say it like that.
Right.
But immediately, if a man ever goes there with me, then I definitely feel that. Yeah, no.
You don't know me. If you're asking me what I'm bringing to the table, that means you have not studied me. Yeah. You have not positioned yourself to even be in my space.
Right.
So
absolutely,
that's not even a question I'm going to even answer. So don't even ask me that.
But if you happen to entertain a conversation, what would that answer be?
Pussy and an iPhone.
If you happen to entertain a conversation from the space of what would a relationship be like with you, what would you say?
Oh, it's going to be fun. It's definitely going to be fun because I have to laugh. Like, I have to laugh to keep from crying. I mean, we've been through enough turmoil. Like, I've been through enough turmoil by myself. So I need to laugh. You need to have some humor. You need to have a sense of humor because my sense of humor is tricky. And I think it's tricky because I'm an Aries and I'm a real Aries.
Come on, Aries.
I'm a true Aries, so you know about this.
Yes, boo.
So, you know, we could be joking with a straight face and people will be like, terrified.
Did she just say that?
Yes, we'll be terrified. But no, me coming into a relationship, I'm bringing me. Yeah. I'm bringing the real me. I'm not bringing Cashe After Dark. I'm not bringing Royal Fudge Styling. I'm not bringing the realtor Cashe. I'm bringing Cashe. Yeah. And if you really sit down and get to know Cashe, you're gonna be in love because there's layers behind her. I'm bringing romance. I'm bringing genuine. What's the word? Well, I don't want to go
generosity.
There. Generosity. There we go. I'm bringing that, and plus, one of my love language is gifting. Yeah. This is crazy because men don't understand this. When you say your love language is gifting, they automatically assume that you want them to buy them gifts, but they don't realize we gift as well.
Exactly.
Like that's my love language, and you know it's crazy because that's how I always knew. I either like someone or I love someone. I started dressing them because, yes, I am a wardrobe stylist. I started dressing them. I would find myself in the mall buying me stuff or either shopping for either a client or whatever or myself and buying them stuff as well. So I am a gifter, and I'm also, my other love language is words of affirmation. I need to know how you feel because I'm not a mind reader. Right. I need to automatically know what you're feeling, what you're thinking. It does something for me. Not only for you, it does something for me. It reassures me that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a woman in your life. You know what I'm saying? I bring the word.
What are your
Well, even
Your
just something that she had said a second ago about, just bringing that in an iPhone to the table, right? Because one thing I do want to say is I've never had a man ask me, what do I bring to the table? But I think it's very important.
I ain't gonna lie. It was
You
on a
have?
hinge date. That was the worst date. After that, I deleted the app. Girl, I had to call 911 on that fool.
No.
That's another.
But I think it's important, one, that women understand we need to bring more, we need to bring more to the table than just that, right? Because some women think if they just bring a pretty face and good sex to the table, that's all that they need to have a high quality man and to get a valuable relationship. Usually you're not going to get that if that's all you're bringing. So I think it's quite important for every woman to understand the essence of what they bring, who they are, the power, the strength, the value, and the quality that they bring to a relationship.
But
And you'll find that many
Absolutely.
Some
Yeah,
men now,
speak on it.
some men they do not. They only want the vagina and an iPhone. Like
Exactly.
at a certain, like when you're 20.
But you heard me say, depending on what you're looking for, if you
Yeah.
want a high quality man, a high integrous, a man with integrity. So it all depends on, and I know we may talk about
Yeah.
that, the different types of men who are out there and what they're looking for.
Yeah.
But most men who want something valuable are looking for more than a play toy.
That's so true.
But you do have some of those high quality men who wants eye candy on their arm, who wants
That's
a
all they
trophy.
want, and that's all they
And they don't care, they don't care what you're bringing to the table. As long as you're beautiful
want. Yeah.
and you can have them looking good, they don't care about none of that stuff.
Like the reason why, I mean, of course, most people that know me, I'm bringing some stuff to the table. You are going to be a beneficiary of everything, all things
Absolutely.
be,
Yes.
right? Because it's gonna spill over the blessings, the flavor, the favor, the flavor.
That too.
It's all gonna spill over, and you will be a recipient of those blessings,
Yeah.
right? That goes without saying, but it just feels good
Yeah.
to be with a man who only wants me.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
Right.
he don't care what
Right.
I got. He don't want it. Like, he's just trying to give and pour into me. And as I give, he's like, stop, what you doing? Stop. I'm like, you better not try to get out of, I don't care if you did just buy me a Corvette. I still want me a wedding present too.
Right.
And because I'm going to buy you a wedding present. He said, don't do that. He said, you are my present.
Right.
He was like, you are
That's a blessing. Yes.
present.
Yes.
I'm like, boy, stop.
So let's go, God.
Right. Same
So
grace.
life.
Same grace.
Yes.
Same grace.
Same grace.
So it's just, it feels good to not have to kind of sell yourself to, you know
That
what I mean?
right
Like
there.
him, just you just in a space of just being.
Yeah.
And he sees you.
Yeah.
You and your essence, the essence of your beauty, the essence of who you are as a woman. Like, that's the type of man. Because if you have to fight to convince yourself that this is who you are and this is what you bring to the table, what about when you're unable to bring those things to the table?
Thank you.
Because there will come a time when you can no longer bring the things that you're bringing to the table because life doesn't go like this. It doesn't all go like this. It goes like this, up, down, up, down. So you never know what you're serving. So you got to have that partner that's willing to come to the table, that's going to bring 100% of everything he has to the table. Not 100% of who he is as a man, obviously, because he has to make time for other things other than just the relationship. But 100% of what he has to give to a relationship, he's bringing that. So when I can only give 25%, he still meet me at 75. When he can only give 12%, I'm still meeting him at 88. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're meeting each other. Like, baby, I got you. You don't have to have me. I still got you. But I don't want you to have me. I still got you.
Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I
Right.
fight this man to take care of him.
Right.
But I just...
And if I may-
I want to hear what you have to say. And I just want to say that I wish this experience on the women that desire to have that. Because it's beautiful.
I receive.
Amen. So what are you going to say?
So, one thing that I was just thinking about is, a lot of times we talk about what he wants and what he's getting, or what we want and what we're getting. But I think oftentimes we have to ask too, well, what is he getting when he gets me? Because you hear a lot of men say that. They say you make it all about the woman, but we are men who have feelings, thoughts,
Yep.
and needs as well.
Exactly.
And so, yes, you're coming, I'm getting you, but what do I get when I get you?
Right.
And so I think it's very important for us as women to be able to answer that question.
Right.
And
I
many
think
of us
that's
cannot.
important too. I think it's important too. And that's why I wrote my book, Dear Future Husband.
Yes.
Because a part of that list is not just you writing down what you want, but also chapter 2 talks about who you have to be in order to have that experience.
And even attract
and it's not,
and manifest that kind
and
of
have it stay. So the book is not about like, hey, I'm peacocking for you and I'm showing you everything I got. This is who I am. Do you want me now? No, I need to hide all this glory. So
Peel
the
back.
right man is going to see through this shield, right?
Right.
But when you come and you begin to have the experience, it's going to be so impactful. It's going to transform your life
Yes.
to the right man.
Yes.
Right. So that is so important. That's why I know that you and we've been praying for how many years now?
5 years.
5 years. God, can you
been 5
believe
years.
it? Not every day, but at least once a week for 5 years straight. And now we're praying every day, Monday through Friday, for 5 years. And it's so funny. When I met my future husband, now it's like I was in that season of prayer in my life, and it's just amazing. So when you ask the question, right? What is the experience going to be like when they marry you? Cashe did a great job telling us, right? She told us all the things that he's going to have. And then I can attest to her generosity. Like this girl, she just, oh yeah, I just threw some stuff in there for you. You can keep that. It'll look good on you. I'm like, how much it costs? Cricket. She's just, that's who she is.
Yeah.
Like she's here as a guest, but she's still dressing me. These are her earrings. It's like, that's just who she's, a very generous person. So I want you to tell us too.
Yes.
What are some of those things that, like, what is a relationship going to be like? Because I think that's a very valid question. But it doesn't diminish you and who you are as a woman, and you don't cheapen yourself by feeling like you're selling yourself. But you can share, what is a relationship going to be like with you?
The very first thing is I'm home. You'll feel like and you know that you are home. And I've actually heard that before. Oh, you feel like home.
I like that.
I heard that
Right?
too.
Because then you're always going to want to come home.
Yes.
There's peace. I want to know your
Yes.
favorite foods so I can cook them. I might be in the DMV now, but I am a Southern woman. So
Yes.
that Southern fried
And
chicken.
she can cook, honey. I ain't gonna lie. My first
Yes.
cookbook got one of her recipes in it. I ain't gonna lie.
I love to cook because also when I cook, I mean, you can taste my love through my food. You know, I'm very nurturing.
You gotta cook too before you go.
I will. I got you, boo. I will.
Thank you.
But I mean, you will always feel my love. I'm affirming. One thing I know now that I didn't know, I think in my first marriage and in my 20s, was how to be interdependent. So you'll have a woman who's interdependent, who can
What does
work
that
with you, as opposed
In a
to just being independent. Well, I just
Yeah.
got me, you got you, whatever. But I'm gonna do what I want to do. But interdependent, where we're working together, iron sharpening iron, or if you just need a soft space to land, okay. And then if things are going south for you, okay, do you need me to be strong? What do you need?
Yeah.
Like I ask those questions in this moment, not how I want to show up, but what do you need right now?
Wow.
Because sometimes you can feel it, you can be intuitive around it, but then he may need something else, because I have learned men and women, we think completely different.
Completely.
So instead of me assuming what you need right now, I'm going to ask you, baby, what do you need?
That's the affirmation words.
Yes.
Words
And so, like I
affirmation.
said, a woman that will anoint your head and pray for you while you're sleeping, pray with you.
yes.
Like, I got your back. And ultimately, a woman who is loyal, okay? Because when I have my one man, I'm not in these streets.
Right.
Okay, because I don't need to share my spirit, my energy, or anything like that with other people.
Right.
Because when I have my one, he's more than enough for me.
Yes.
So that's why I go through the discovery process in dating. I know the term dating is used loosely now, but a lot of times, like even now, I date without having sex, right? Because I'm in a discovery process, and I don't need you releasing my love and or attachment hormones until I know you are the man I want to be attached to.
Ooh, I love that.
So yes.
I love that.
So, and Aries Nation. So he'll get a lot of spontaneity, adventure, and fun. So I love hiking, dancing,
crazy.
Latin dancing.
Yes.
I'm a salsera. Like, I
Yes.
love to have a lot of fun. So
yes. I
yes.
love it.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
And I know because we're friends, so we have fun together. So.
yes.
All right. So what has dating been like for you ladies, and what age group do you date?
So lately, I don't know what this is about. Lately, these young guys have been coming up to me. I mean, between 20 and 30 years old. I had one that was he wasn't even 21 years old yet. And I'm like, sweetie, I could have been your teenage mom.
You said he wasn't 21?
No. Like, I could have been your teenage mom. And you can't even go buy me a drink if I want one.
Exactly.
And then it's been lately like the 30s, mid 30s, late 30s. And I'm still looking at them like, like, okay. I guess, let's see. But then when I do engage in that situation, I'm like, oh, no, I can't do this. No, I can't do this. You still got some growing to do. There's still some things you need to do. And this ain't Build-A-Bro here.
Right.
I can't. I don't work there.
A Captain Saber bro.
I don't work there. I don't work there. I don't have the tools. I don't have none of that to help build. In this stage in my life, you have to come assembled already. I can't build you. I can't. I built men only for them to look at you as if you were nothing when, bro, you had nothing coming in here.
Right.
You had nothing. You forgot?
Yes.
So right now, I think I want to date possibly 45 and up. That's where I want to date at. I want to date 45 and up because it's a little bit more maturity there. I don't really have to teach you how to treat me. That's a whole problem for me too. I'm not in the business of keeping a man who don't want to be kept. I can't.
That part.
I can't do it. So yeah, I'm seeking 45 and up.
But I think, Cashe, that it's important for us to teach people how to treat us.
Yeah.
Because relationships are always going to be new, and they're used to doing things the way they've done them. Right. And you're used to receiving things and doing things the way you've done them. So that's why love language are so important, because you learn to love that person in the way that they receive the love. So that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but like when
it's them being coachable.
Right, that too.
That part.
But then when you have like younger guys who haven't been through anything, that's
that's
where I'm
different.
going at. That's where I'm
that's
going at with that.
Ooh.
And then it's crazy because sometimes I like if I'm dating somebody, I'm liking them, we're having great conversations or whatever, I always ask them about their love language. And I ask them to go, a lot of them don't even know. I'm like, go take the test and then come back to me. Because we may be angry with each other or something may happen. You may be trying to buy me a bag and gifting may not be my love language. I may just want you to say you're sorry to me. And you don't even understand us. I think love languages are so important because you get the person. They get you, you get them. And there's no drama.
Right.
So I always be like, hey, you ever took the love language test? Like, what you got going on? Then sometimes some guys, a lot of guys ain't into that type of stuff. Then it opens up like, what's that? And I'm like, well, let me break it down to you. Right. And then here's the test. It's about 10 minutes long. Take it and let's see what comes up.
I like that.
Yeah.
And they get to discover that for themselves.
Absolutely.
So what about you?
What my love languages or who am I dating?
Yeah, like what age group are you interested in dating, and how's that been going for you?
Well, I'd say I've tried men in their like early 40s and mid 40s, but I will say, let's say like the last year or two, I have actually not dated anyone under the age of 50. So it has been between about 50 and 64 or 65.
And why is that?
Well, I found that, they say something like chivalry is dead. No, it's not. It's just a bit older.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm finding that this particular age group of men, one, they're already established and settled. So, as you said, they're not looking for what I have. They're not really trying to build. They've already built and established what they have. And they're more in a space of life where they're just like, I just want a good woman who's going to bring peace, where I can just live my life with, who can be my life partner. A lot of times they're looking for a woman who has a good head on her shoulders because they want to invest in her. I love this age group, too, because there's a lot of wisdom there. You'll hear people say, she must have some daddy issues. Well, yes, I've had those too. Had to go to therapy and heal from those, but I gravitate towards wisdom.
I I love that. I'm
gravitate
also a
towards wisdom.
sapiosexual as well.
Yes. And so I just love the experience. Like, I don't have to pay for anything with this 50-50 thing I've been hearing the younger generations deal with. 50-50, what is that? It's not even a part of the conversation. And it's really, how can I take care of you? How can I please you? How can I serve you? What do you need? So they're very attentive, and even they just have, many of them have the emotional intelligence to make it through conversations and conflict.
Important.
Very important. And I just love the way that I've been handled. Even when conflict is, it's just a completely different experience. And if you're someone who's concerned about, a man who can't be with one woman, what I have found is, once they're in that age group, they're over the midlife crisis phase.
Right.
They're like, look, I've been there, done that. I've had multiple women, but I'm at a space right now where I just want the one.
Yeah.
And I want her to be the one.
I love that. You mentioned about they handle you different, and something you said to me today. You was like, B, I really like the way he handled you, and I hadn't heard that before.
Yes, because I've even watched your fiance, and I, like I told you, I'm scoping. I keep my eyes open, and I love the care and consideration and gentleness that he has, and not a lot of men understand and know that we have to be handled with care.
Yes,
and though that happens when we are functioning in our feminine energy,
yes,
that's a
baby.
whole other conversation, right?
It is, because a lot of them think that we don't want to submit. I want to submit.
Honey,
Give me the ability to submit, because you got me in my feminine energy so much.
I want to be this lady.
Yes.
I want to be a lady. A woman too, but I want to be a lady. See, that's a difference. And that's what they don't understand.
Yeah.
But I want to, I want to submit. I don't want to be hard. I don't want to walk in a restaurant and be like, I want this, he'll take this. Like, I don't want to do that.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little bit controlling when it comes to what you put in his mouth. What you eating? No, I'm just joking. I'm saying like that. But I'm working on myself. Pray for me. So you said something, right? You said 40s. You feel like 40s are men in the age 40s, or what? Like,
well, what I've been finding with a lot of men in their 40s, especially if they've been married before, many of them are just coming out of divorces, right? So, I mean, we've been married and divorced before, too.
Right.
And usually once you are coming right out of a marriage, you are not trying to be anybody's, exactly. You're not trying to be anybody's spouse for the first couple of years, okay? And so I find that, they're also raising children, so their attention is split. And then also they're building, because in the 40s, usually that's the highest time in their life where they're earning their income. Their highest income levels are usually during the 40s. And you've got a lot of men going through midlife crises. So in their 40s, they're looking for the little girls in their 20s. And so a lot of times I speak to my girlfriends, especially those who've never been married before and don't have children. I tell them, I said, look, you may want to look at men who are a little bit older. And they're like, no, I don't want to look that old and things. But I'm like, but a lot of times when you're looking at men in their 40s and you're a woman that's in your like latter 30s, they may not be looking at you as much as you're looking at them. Because they're thinking about starting families, or if they want to extend their families without having a lot of complications or different things like that. They're just looking younger. And so what I love about this particular age group is I'm always the younger woman. He always is smiling, ear to ear to have me on his arm, And so, I've just found that with men in their 40s, they play a lot more games. They still have a lot of the energy to handle multiple women and to do all the lies and things like that. So I've just found a number of them may be more disingenuous.
Okay, so I get it. 40 years old, if you're ready to play games, then date 40s. If you're ready to get married, settle down, and you're in that stable stage, date 50. Okay, so, all right. So now, ladies, this has been amazing. It has been absolutely amazing. Thank you to Nikki for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
You always are a star and a stud on every set. You bring it, baby. Thank you. But I need to hear from you, because 40% of my audience are men, believe it or not. So I want you guys to look into your cameras, right? And I want you to tell these men what it is what do you have to say to your dear future husband? Start out with saying, dear future husband. And what would you say to him?
Oh, okay. Dear future husband. Dear future husband. I am everything you want to need. Trust me. I bring the loyalty, the comfort. I'm an empath, so I feel and I sense everything. This hustle is unreal. We gonna look good, for sure. And I just need you to be on your P's and Q's. I'm really not that glamorous as everybody think I am. It's the small little details with me. I need you to listen and pay attention. I do, and I need you to be romantic. I need you to be fly. I need you to be a boss. I just need you to be you.
I love it. All right, Nikki, what do you have to say to your dear future husband?
Dear future husband, I am so excited to finally meet you and get to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm looking forward to our love, our experiences, our adventure. I'm looking forward to serving you, nurturing your dreams, and growing through life with you. So I've already prayed to live in God's dream for me, and I cannot wait to meet you. And I hope as I'm praying for you that you're praying for me. And so let's do this. So I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Oh, yes. Dear future husband. Ladies, thank you. This has been amazing, an amazing first episode. I cannot wait for this to launch. Please like, share, follow. One more thing, ladies, where can they find you on social media?
Instagram at Nikki Lee Speaks or NikkiLeeSpeaks.com.
And Cashe?
Instagram, I am Cashe Royal Fudge Styling, Royal Court Realty, Facebook, Royal Fudge Styling.
All right. Thank you guys. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I love you. Bye, y'all.